cannot rotate because your spine is stuck. It says huge. It's what keeps me in business. So good golfers, you look at their logo and everything goes, especially driving, for sure. The most, swinging above the ground. You've got to make certain you know how to turn your body and back. So I'll do bad golfers. You're going to see that this right hip, if you watch good golfers from behind, their right hip pocket stays level. As the handicaps go up, it rocks. Then you rock and do what? Chop. Rock and chop. That's the problem, because you're coming down on top of it. We're talking mostly driving. You can do a little of that when you chip, but when you drive, you've got to understand how to move your body. The ball, okay? So, here's my other little demonstration. This is my big golf ball, right here, okay? So if that was everyone's job to knock this forward, okay, forward, we would learn how to swing in behind it, okay, not lean in. Okay, good golfer, high handicap chopper, okay. So another thing that causes a lot of issues is the higher handicap golfer is very busy with their lower body going back. You see how it causes this undercutting effect? How the lower, so your lower body has to be kind of calm going back. Things we can work on, but you can see what I'm seeing when guys just go, what are you thinking about? I'm shifting my weight. I said, really? You shift your weight in response to the club. So if this club is going magically into position, I catch a ride from a properly positioned shaft. I just don't say, okay, what was that? I'm shifted my weight. This is a hand throwing motion. That's all it is. I hang on to the club and throw the thing, okay? So I'll hit a couple. You can see that's what it is. You got to come up with something to draw on if you've been a good athlete. So there's got to be a question. Really, got to be one. Your left wrist? You bet. You bet. Like I say, you win wrist bending contest. Again, it's this. It's this. That's all there is. Now what golfers do not do, and you can see what I'm doing. Now I just turn right around. I'm doing the same thing. That's all I'm doing. Slapping it. Now if you told me to do that and keep my wrist stiff, I said, why? But golfers think that that's like golf heaven. I'm stiffening up everything. My neck, my shoulders, my wrists. It doesn't work. So I'm just slapping. And I use slapping a lot because people think, oh, just slapping at the ball. Should I have people slap? What's wrong with slapping? I mean, it's an aggressive little rap. And that's what's going to get your hands in there on the ball. So that would be smarter hands, okay? I just tie smart hands onto a club throwing motion. Okay, so if you've thrown stuff, hit stuff, playing baseball, just a low pitch. That's all there is. Low pitch, hitting it right over. Unfortunately, you got to try to hit it right over the second base or right over second base. Okay, but the same, other than the weird golf grip, it's a paddle sport on the ground. Now the requirement is a little touchy when you got to get ball ground, because that's, you know, when you hit the ground and the ball and some of those stuff, and sometimes you'll hit, so all good golfers hit it right there about a dime in the middle of the face, every stinking time. If I put face tape on here, the high handicap, it gets splattered pretty much around. And occasionally they get it middle, but say until you do it a lot, you have no real awareness where you hit it. So I might have people, I know they shanked it, which is a hit off the heel, right? And I said, point to the face where you hit it. They have no clue. So you have to recognize that you're hitting it here. even if you have to put balls down or tape or something, and they say, okay, you're hitting it on the heel, shanking. Hit it on the toe. I put tape over here. Try to hit it right in the tip. They try to hit a tip right in the middle. So then they start to say, okay, it's like pounding a nail from 35 inches. It's touchy down there. So that part I will give you is difficult, consistent hitting. But the process of trying to do it is not.
What about distance away from the ball?
Good question. Boy, that's a good one. So I'm standing in my quarterback position. Okay, here I am. And somebody all of a sudden puts a 100-pound barbell in my hand. I got to hold it there for 30 minutes. I know that that ain't working. I know that that ain't working. I know that right there I've got leverage. I grab a golf club. It's leverage. You find it. It's just natural. But golfers, because they get trained to do things like this, what will destroy that? Arm stiff. You get away from it. Now the whole thing, if you had to swing a 50-pound barbell into this and forget about golf, you would find your leverage. You're not going to sit here and do it like this. You would find a point where it swings. Okay, but that's a damn good question. That's why people over the ball, I said, well, I'm just trying to get some width and, get more power. I said, yeah, it's like hitting a pitch. You're standing here, you drop, you don't stand here like this trying to hit a ball. It's all leverage. Leverage and angles and speed, okay? So that was great. So, I have people say, well, I got to have something. I say, well, you can do something like this. I put a fist and a thumb. That's a pretty good, you can have most players have about something like that, a space in there. Jim Thorpe plays extremely close, but there's not many play overreached. Well, Norman did some of that business, but again, when you talk about basic physics and where you would be, and you increase the speed or the weight of this, if you make this 50 pounds, I'll guarantee you'll swing efficiently. You'll have to. You'll take care of all the stuff you didn't know anything about golf. Said, I'm trying to swing this 50-ounce club. I'm trying to swing it because I'm going to try to throw it out there. You would end up with a backswing that would look pretty damn efficient. And then you instinctively go this way. You would not be staring where the ball used to be, or because it's not nothing to do with golf. So it's all about that. That's a good question. So, ready to start swinging? Let's start out with some short irons, okay? Do some of that, 9, 8, 7. I'm going to take, do I got 10? I'm taking 4 guys. Right here, I want the worst golfers for a while. The worst. The worst. And now I've got 2 others. I've got Steve and Mike. I love challenges. Okay, go. Club would be. That would be more. I couldn't handle that much challenge. Bring a club.